While Wall Street is bullish on the economy, the people in charge of handling corporate money are not. The latest Deloitte CFO Signals report finds 97% of CFOs believe a downturn is already underway or will begin this year, and 80% of them are already taking defensive steps. Let's talk about it now with Sandy Cockrell, Deloitte Global CFO Program Leader. Good to see you, Sandy.
Great.
So where's the disconnect here? We have had a tremendous run in the stock market, but CFOs are predicting things could get pretty ugly this year.
Yeah, very interesting, and that's exactly right. 97% are expecting a downturn this year. However, we asked this question back in the first quarter, and it's substantially different now because only 3% are expecting a technical recession. So they're expecting a much lighter downturn. It also reflected in company metrics, though. We always measure every quarter company metrics around a 12-month forward look. And revenue growth, earnings growth, capital spending, and hiring are all down and sit near survey lows. So we're seeing, consistency in the way CFOs are thinking about this. But the actions they're taking, though, which they've already begun to do, almost 60% have started spending reductions programs. About a third have taken headcount out. So we're seeing those levers being pulled already.
Do you think we're going to start to see that pop up in the jobs report? Because, of course, we get the government job report tomorrow. So, I mean, if they're going to keep, keeping a tight fist around capital expenditure and they're going to lower headcount, when does that start showing up in the real economy?
It's hard to say. We didn't ask that in this survey. However, what I will say is, with unemployment where it is and the workforce changing like it is, the job market is so tight. And what CFOs are seeing is this change in workforce. There's a constant need to replenish, bring in new talent, different types of talent. So it's hard to tell what will happen with the jobs report tomorrow.
Sandy, who should investors believe? I know a lot of CFOs, and even if the GDP was growing 5% a year, they are still likely to strike a downbeat note. But yet the CEO, in many cases, are out there championing these companies. Who do you believe?
Well, what the CFOs are really concerned about, the number one external concern right now, is trade policy. And if we can get some agreements on trade policy, I think you'll see some real tailwinds coming from that.
Did you talk to them at all in this survey about the election and the uncertainty around that? How are they dealing with it?
What they said in the survey was the results of the 2020 elections will have substantial effects on the economies after 2020.
Did they talk at all about, well, if this person were to become president versus that person?
No, it was just the fact that they're focused on 2020. Now, at the same time, interesting, only 7% of the CFOs said in their strategic plans for 2020 they've made any significant changes in anticipation of the elections yet.
Okay, so if anything, the changes would happen afterward.
Correct.
Climate change, also big on CFOs'
Very
minds,
interesting. So these were special questions this quarter. So over 70% of the CFOs said they are feeling some type of pressure as a CFO to address climate change. 91% have taken some action. And generally, that's really beginning to look at your energy footprints, being more efficient, and building operational elements into your governance processes to make sure that your climate change is something you're taking care of.
And CFOs also sounding or striking a downbeat note on Europe and China.
Yes, Europe is only 7% of the CFOs said the European economy is good right now. And
it's terrible.
5% expect it to basically improve in a year. So really the bright spots in the North American economy when it comes to that, basically 70% saying the economy is good today. However, only 23% expect it to improve over the next year. That is a survey low.
All right, Sandy Cockrell, thanks so much for letting us know what's on the minds of CFOs.
Thank you so much.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.